Be ready for our next mega project. Watch how a group of hard workers turn a hill into a self-sufficient eco-farm, with space for several families. First of all, they use heavy-duty machinery to level that part of the hill. They excavate the rocky slope, and then use a steamroller to compact it. They start to build on ground level, creating caves to turn them into a farm. They have to be careful to secure the hole, or the cave could collapse. This project is being done in the Chinese Loess Plateau, a plateau in north-central China. Once the caves are done, they cover the interior with a mix of water, earth, and straw. This blend dives the walls an extra layer of insulation, and helps fix the structure in place. The area is located southeast of the Gobi Desert and is surrounded by the Yellow River. So it has easy access to water sources. When the mud mix is dry, they start digging the plumbing system. Animal slurry is one of the main concerns when planning and building a farm. It needs a clear strategy of evacuations and storage, as it's a highly flammable material. It's also toxic, so it needs to be sealed to prevent any contamination of the local water sources. There is a bright side, as it can also be used to enhance farm efficiency. By using it as fertilizer, compost, or to generate energy. This area has been suffering soil erosion and deforestation due to intensive farming and environmental changes. Combined with the migration of the population to big cities, the site was being abandoned. To stop it, a man from the area had the idea to use the hill to build homes. And an eco-farm with a self-sustained vegetable garden. His idea was to revitalize the area with job opportunities and dwelling spaces. The Chinese government is issuing aid to stop depopulation, so they saw the opportunity. To help the village where he grew up. He found a crew of hard-working workers, and started the project in April 2021. As you can see, they are building the brick structure to cover the caves. As the entrance has been elongated, the hollow form is filled with soil. To make it a more solid and sturdy building. The caves will be used as breeding chambers, and they are now building. all the exterior chambers where the animal will dwell. Many innovative farmers and scientists are moving toward a farming system that is more sustainable, environmentally, economically, and socially. The trenches for waste disposal are covered with concrete mesh. This way, farmers only need to drag excrements to the center of the chamber. To keep the whole environment clean. To level the floor to the mesh, they apply a coat of soil. That it's also be covered with a pouring of concrete. The key to this step is to work as a team to quickly get the slab poured and leveled. Before the concrete has time to start taking shape and dry before being properly leveled. Because once the concrete has dried, it will be impossible to work with or reshape. Metal beams are installed to place the roof on top. Metal roofs are fire resistant, look nice, and melt snow quickly slides off. The second floor of the hill will become housing space for the farmers. 3 of the caves will become apartments, while the other 2 will become storage space. Caves can become great spaces to transform into homes. Their natural thick walls ensure incredible insulation. That keeps temperatures stable all year long, with fresh temperatures in the summer. And warm temperatures in the winter. They follow the same initial steps as with the farming spaces, building brick walls. And extending the entrance to create a straight wall. When all bricks are laid, they produce a wooden framing for the entrance. They use the massive space to add decorative motifs and make it more beautiful. All windows will be covered with glass panels, so they add 2 opening doors on top. To help with ventilation and airflow. The plateau has a humid climate, with great temperature variation throughout the year. In these areas, insulation is super important to keep the housing in a comfortable temperature. Storage space is very important in remote areas, especially to keep vehicles and supplies. To make the spaces habitable, they have to make the electrical installation. They have been placing wiring during the building process, so that not all cables are on the outside. The spot right next to the windows is where they build a risen space. For a resting space that can be a bed or a sofa. The end of the cave will be turned into a bathroom, so they start tilling the space. Porcelain tile is waterproof, cost-effective, and easy to clean. And with ever-growing options in color, texture, and patterns, there is an endless variety. The resting area is strategically placed over the heating tube. Warming it and making it very pleasant in the cold winter. The only straight wall is covered, with a cabinet to add more storage space. All walls are covered with a flexible, but sturdy material to leave a smooth finish. This material is also easier to clean and maintain. Little by little, they add and finish all details and appliances needed to make the apartment comfortable. In small living apartments, finding ways of using all the space is super important. White also makes the room look bigger, and the reflective material makes it even more luminous. The exterior space will be turned into a vegetable garden, with a cooking area. They create a concrete slab to help keep dust and soil outside the living spaces. The exterior cooking area is made using bricks and mortar. Bricks is a good choice because it's handsome, it retains heat well. And, as a fire-hardened material, it doesn't readily break down when exposed to the elements. To make it more comfortable, they add benches and tables to eat on. They have to break the soil to prepare it for the vegetable garden. Plowing is done to turn over the upper layer of the ground, bringing fresh nutrients to the surface. As the soil is erosional, they add new earth filled with nutrients. Plants have to be seeded with space around them to ensure they have room to grow. As of June 2022, they have placed pavers and finished the first terrace. And are in the middle of building the second terrace of living spaces. They want to finish building both the second and the third terrace to complete it.